Hi, I'm Laura. It's about 2 a.m. when I'm writing this story, and I already know that tomorrow I will feel horrible because of this, and that's pretty much the story of my life. Okay, let me tell you how it happens every day. Every morning, I have to wake up around 7 a.m. to go to school. My parents are busy getting ready for work, so they wouldn't normally wake me up. I have to get myself up. And I'm quite used to setting my own alarms, but over the last several months, I started to have problems with just getting out of bed. I would set up to 5 alarms and still sleep through them. I mean, I can't even blame myself. I don't even remember turning them off. Because of this, when I'm up, I'm usually already late. Recently, I bought myself an alarm clock that runs away. This would surely work, you might say. No! It would start ringing and running away. I would chase it, turn it off, and go back to bed. Once I turned it off and fell asleep right on the floor. So, back to the schedule. Then I get to school where I can neither socialize nor concentrate because I'm literally falling asleep. And if a teacher puts on a documentary and dims the light, you can be sure I'll be napping in the back when the class ends. After school, I have to be real fast to get to my swimming practice. I swim almost every day, and it's not just a hobby. I'm actually quite serious about it. I finished second at 100 meters in my age group at our state swimming championships. But to succeed in sports, you have to be in good shape, which also means getting enough sleep. Anyway, I finish swimming around 6, and then I take a bus to another part of town, where I volunteer at the local animal shelter. I learned about it 3 months ago. These people that take street cats and dogs and give them food and shelter while searching for a home for them. The moment I read about it, I knew I wanted to help. So now I volunteer at the shelter about several times a week. I get home around 8:30, I microwave the dinner my family has already had, and I sit down to do my homework. It takes about an hour and a half, and that's where you may say, okay, so you can go to sleep now to wake up comfortably in the morning. But there are a couple problems with this. First of all, who wants to live like that? I mean, I'm so busy all day, but I also want to watch a movie or a TV show or some YouTube videos. Well, whatever I choose, I want some time for myself. And also, I guess you guys know how it usually happens. You may feel exhausted in the morning and during the whole day, but when it comes to bedtime, you're like, where did all this energy come from? I don't feel sleepy at all and I'm ready to do so many things. I also try to write short stories from time to time, and night is the time I usually get great ideas and inspiration. Same thing with the story you're watching right now. So most of the time I go to bed around 2 or 3 a.m., and in the morning it all starts over. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Just give something up to be less busy and you have more time to sleep. But the thing is, I can't give up any of the things I just told you about. I have to go to school. I'm getting ready for the National Swimming Championships. I can't stop volunteering as the shelter lacks people and our animals need care. And in the end, without writing, without any free time actually, I think I'll go crazy real fast. I've heard of people who can sleep 5 or 6 hours every night and still feel well. Listen, if you exist, I'm jealous. I need 8 hours or more to function and feel okay. And you see, it's not only about losing concentration or feeling sleepy. When these problems started, I began to get sick way more often. My doctor told me that lack of sleep makes your immune system a lot weaker. So after my busiest sleepless weeks, I'd fall ill and miss everything for the next several days. I mean, it happened once every couple of months, and I thought, it doesn't make much sense, right? I don't sleep enough because I don't want to miss stuff out, but because of that, I miss way more. That's illogical. Also, there's a really awkward moment about 2 weeks ago. I was helping out in the shelter, and I went to the storage room for some cat food. At one moment, I felt so tired, I just sat down, blinked 1 or 2 times, and the next thing I remember is opening my eyes 3 hours later and having 11 missed calls from my mom and dad. And you know what you usually hear when you call back. So I've been working on my schedule for a while, but I still didn't figure out what exactly I can do. How can I get more sleep without giving anything up? Well, if you guys have any experience with problems like this, please share your advice in the comments. And get enough sleep, as it's really important.